Welcome back. I'm back. Boy, is it nice to be back. Um, yeah, it's very nice to be back. I haven't been able to upload for the past few months, or months, because when I went back for winter break, I forgot to bring my mic, and thus I didn't think it was worth uploading on my trash mic that my laptop has. And so a little bit of time has passed, and then also unforeseen circumstances. I've been wanting to upload, like I really like making these videos, but just haven't been able to. But here I am now. That's the point. And the time that I've been gone has been like the most productive and the best time of my life because I did one thing. I made one change at the start of the new year. I didn't make a video like last year. I had some good ones early last year, but I didn't make any videos about this, but I'm here to do it now. And I've seen so much success from it, like unbelievable amount of success. I've impressed myself with what I've been able to do because I made this one change. Now, I'm not going to gatekeep this any longer. I'm going to tell you, but you're going to think it's intuitive. You're going to want to click off and be like, oh, I already know this crap. But what I'm here to suggest is that if we start to make changes within our lives, start diagnosing the issues we have actively, constantly, we will allow ourselves to get into the state where we are productive, where we are creatures of good habits, constantly moving forward. It's not intuitive in the fact that these things will give you great amount of success. Like some of the things I'm going to be talking about is like breathing properly. It's like, how is air going to make me like a millionaire or whatever you want its success to be? But what you'll find is when you begin to tackle down these things one by one, they'll begin to make your life better and better and better, and they'll lead to another thing that you know you should do, and you do it, and you know you should do, and you do it, and you keep doing these things, and very rarely will you come to the end of the line and be like, what do I do now? Now, what are these tasks that I'm talking about? It's actually very simple. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling still tired, sluggish, garbage. I woke up a little bit earlier, and I'm being a lot more productive a lot earlier, but I still didn't feel great. And so I went to the shower, took a shower, didn't go on my phone. Don't go on your phone first thing in the morning. You're screwing up your life, literally. So I took a shower, and then the shower, I was feeling like, what do I need right now? What I need is my body's feeling tense, and I need something to wake me up. I was like, already, I don't want to do this day. And so to wake myself up, I took a cold shower, and to make my body decompress and relieve all the tension, I laid on the floor. Now, to someone, this might be like, oh, yeah, I just do these things, or yeah, I do these things and it doesn't change my life at all. And how is that going to even change your life? It changed my life today. And yesterday, when I was feeling overslept, I decided I needed to do a few push-ups and get some blood moving. And so I did that, and it ended up fixing my life. And you're like, bro, what is this video you're talking about? What are you talking about, right? These things are super intuitive. I do them all the time. They're not working. The problem is we're not being attentive in our actions. You have to be aware of why you are doing things and what it is doing, and you have to be conscious. The more conscientious decisions you're making, the more they'll happen, the more you can move down this line. Now, this is a bit theoretical, and I'm going to go back to the thing I was talking about diagnosing, because it's the concept I want you to get down and get rid of this ego, like, I already know these things, this thing is blah, blah, blah. Because the things I'm going to say are very simple, and you're going to be like, oh, I know these things, I don't need to watch this video. What I'm telling you is that you don't know these things, and you need to frame this mindset, which I'm hoping to give you in this brief amount of time, so you can take it with you and start using them. So the examples I talked about were understanding my body and feeling and knowing what I need physically. And so this expands beyond that. This could include breathing properly. Take a deep breath. Did that feel good? It felt good. Keep doing it more. That means your brain, your blood, everything, your head needs oxygen. Breathe more. Breathe properly through your nose, right? But these could also be other things, like diagnosing what kind of hunger you have. Is it just that I need water, or is it hunger that I want carbs? Is it hunger that I'm just feeling like I need something to satisfy me, and am I just wanting food, or do I actually need something in my body to fuel me and nourish me? Diagnosing specifically what these tiny little things are is very difficult, because we don't it's hard to understand the difference between these things. But the more you focus on them, the more you be analytical, the more you take a second and slow down and say, what does this mean? How can I alleviate this problem? How am I, like, a good way of starting this is like, what am I feeling? What do I need right now? then being critical with yourself on like what is the solution to that feeling. You have to be able to, once you start eliminating all these bad things in our life, we can start diagnosing these things and picking these things apart. Since you, the viewer, are typically going to be someone who is introspective and someone who's trying to better their life, you're probably not drinking 300 milligrams of caffeine, but you can see how that'll be problematic in you diagnosing what kind of fatigue you have. Oh, fatigue, go, caffeine, energy drink, bang, coffee, whatever it is. That's what people do nowadays. And they're just breaking themselves down slowly and slowly. We already know this. We already know that we shouldn't do that. So as people who have eliminated all these crazy things from our life, and now we're looking at, like, we have all these good things going for us, but my life isn't exactly where I want it to be. It's because you're not fully breaking down these things. And so you have to be very clear and conscientious. And what this would, like, if you had like 4 different fatigues going on, it's going to be hard to target which fatigue is right. But most of the time, we're going to have one fatigue. You have to know what that fatigue is and know what it means and how to fix it. So, like, focus on your feeling that your body is trying to communicate. Listen to the messages. Enhance the messages. Another thing is posture. This will open up, studies show that when you put your shoulders back and you open up your eyes to the broad range of the entire room, it gives a relaxing feeling when you're aware of everything, right? We're very focused on something, on our phone or whatever. If we just understood the world around us, you'd feel 10x. We'd feel so much better, and we'd be able to move on to the things that we want to do after wasting our time and having these problems. So it's like, what do I need right now, and how do I get that? This is a long growing list for me that I'm trying to learn from. So I'm going to list out some of these things quickly. The recording keeps getting cut off, so hopefully it doesn't get cut off this time. I'm going to have to go a little bit quick. So, like I said, that fatigue, know what kind of fatigue you have. Is it REM sleep? What kind of sleep is it? Google all these different things, like whatever you're feeling, go down the rabbit hole of trying to diagnose it. Like, what kind of fatigue am I feeling? Is it physical? Is it sleep? Does my head need a rest? Does my body need rest? Do you need to fix your posture? Are you like opening up to the world, or are you still like hunched over? Like, these changes, we'll want to make them, and then we'll find that a few hours later they'll be back to normal, right? You're going to fix my posture. A few hours later you're going to be all hunched over again. You have to constantly remind yourself and diagnose these issues. It's not like you do it once and it's all done. It's a constant thing. And some of these things you'll say like, that might not be scientifically true. How do you know? Figure it out. Figure out what works for you. I'm going very fast here, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. But water, air, blood. Like, know what you need physically. Diagnose the issue. I can't stress this idea enough, and it has granted me so much success. A few more things is, like I said, you can lay on the floor if you're physically tired. Drinking extra water, breathing is a very big one. Breath work. We all know these effects, but it's very as simple as just doing what the thing that you feel like you need to do, and do it then. That's it. I'm not going to continue to press this point. If I have some ideas, I'll let you know in the description. Read through those. I'll put a list, like what I feel and how I fix it. And so that's it for today. I really hope this works for you. I promise it's a good technique. And for those of you still here, good luck and take care.